Colin Todd, we got 1 point out of the away game in Brøndby. It showed us a team that can play with the best. Magnificent first half.
I think I've said all along that on our day, we're as good as any team. And I think I came on this programme and said to you that I would like to be undefeated with, 9 games. We had 5. We played Nordsjælland at home. Should have won, we didn't. Then we went to Odense, had a bizarre 10 minutes where we conceded 2 goals. Once we equalised, we had all the play, played extremely well. Had nothing to show for it. Against Brøndby, once again another excellent performance, 45 minutes. Had something to show for it at half time. Had a little bit of spell in the second half where it will happen. The opposition will come at you. We nearly withstood all of that, conceded soft goal, which I think we could have prevented. But then picked ourselves up again and could have won it. But what I'm trying to say is that football can be cruel. Sometimes you can win games of football where you probably don't deserve it at times. But over the last 3 games, we have certainly deserved to have taken 7 points, if not 9 points, because our performances have been that good. Performance against Brøndby, very good. Great atmosphere, 18,000 people there. They had a lot to play for. And I said to my players going back, I don't know, it might have been once we lost to Nordsjælland, that we still had a duty, because people say there's nothing to play for. I disagree. Everything to play for in terms of pride, points, and our attitude and our ability in the games have been superb. And I hope we can capitalise a good performance here against Vestsjælland. I mean, they're safe. They hopefully will come and make it an open game. I think if they needed something from the game, it would have been a very, very tight game. But now they will look at it and hopefully say, well, we're nice and relaxed. We can change our little bit of tactics. But it's all about us, how we can we end the season on a high with a win. And I think we're capable of doing that, especially if we sustain standards that we've shown.
Now it's time to look back. How has the season been so far? You said before the season it would be more difficult than the first year in the league.
Second season's always more difficult. I mean, our first season, tremendous what we achieved. It was going to be very, very difficult to achieve a similar pattern to what we did. And that wasn't for lack of trying, but if I can look back on areas where I feel that has been a little bit more difficult, is that we haven't had the consistency in terms of a starting 11 for long periods. I can remember the first season we had this same back 4, same midfield. This season we've had suspensions, we've had injuries, which is part of football, and had to utilise the squad. And it's given me different pictures of the squad. But got to praise the squad, because we've had a little bit of difficult periods, but we've come through the periods fine, which was important. I've had a little period myself where I've been injured as well, so it's carried from the players to the coach. But in general, we've acquitted ourselves very good. All right, we would have liked to have finished 3rd if we possibly could. Hasn't been possible. But objective before ball is kicked without being negative is survival. And we have survived, which is important for this football club. Not that we can set our targets to say that, hey, we are happy to just survive in the Superliga. No, we want better than that. And I think we've got players who are capable of doing better.
And we don't know which players you have to work with next season. But what will you hope for next season?
I mean, there's discussions have to take place, but with PC and Jakob, but we do have a squad of players which are tied up under contract. So there's no alarm bells in terms of we have to panic, and I don't think we ever have to panic in this football club. I mean, you'll never see me panic. I like to be calm. I like to be assured with the players. But we have to bring players in. At this moment in time, I think it's only right that I don't say what positions, because we need to have a discussion to make it right among ourselves. But I do know that we have to strengthen. I know them positions, and hopefully we can strengthen.
Last game, we are safe now. Will you try to do something different Sunday to get some answers for the next season?
I'm already looking ahead to next season, and what I mean by that is that we have, I think, 6 players on 1 yellow card. So what I don't want is to find out that if I play them players that I have 6 people missing from the start of the season. So there will be changes in that department for that reason alone. But I think it's only fair that I can give some of the players, or most of the players, a little part of the game, because a lot of them have played 32 games, and I think they would like to be part of it here. So there'll be changes for the reason I said, yellow cards, but in general, I'll just look at my squad. What I would say is that youngsters have come in the side. Edgar's had a little taste. Poulsen we knew from last season, who had his debut at Odense, then played a full debut against FC, no, it was FC Nordsjælland, and Jakob Dean's come in, you know, which has been good for him. He probably didn't expect it. He's came in at right back, quitted himself fine at times, even though he's a centre back. Brocky, there's a youngster who's improved. So there's something that has taken place in the football club in terms of youngsters coming through. Junker's another one who's had a little taste of the games as well, which is important. But I'm just looking forward to obviously finishing our home game with a performance, a result if we can do that. We are capable of doing that. And getting my mind relaxed again, getting focused and enjoying a holiday with the wife.